What's going on, folks? You already know who it is. It's your boy Farazar. You are now tuned into the No Filter Talk Show, and we're gonna talk about y'all badass kids tonight. Yeah. uh, I have no idea where my trusty Dusty, well tonight he will be musty co-host is somewhere drunk as usual, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna hold it down as I always do. Y'all see what the title is. Come on in here. Let's let it build. Let's talk about it. And there's a why is that up there? There's a certain reason why I want to talk about this subject tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There is a certain reason why I want to talk about y'all badass kids. I thought of I thought of this subject when I went to my son's school. Because as a parent, you're supposed to check up on your kids in school and whatnot, ladies and gentlemen. And I got in his classroom before he got there, and other kids were coming in the classroom. And this little girl, she looks at me and goes, "Whose daddy is you? Who parent is you?" And I'm like, I look back at her like, "What the?" So I turn my head, ain't paying them. I know who first and foremost. There was no level of respect whatsoever. No, hey, Mister, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? First of all, you supposed to be scared of strangers. You know what I'm saying? You talking to me like you coming off at me like you know what I'm saying? Like you seen me before. Like you just trying to remember who parent is you? You mean who parent? Who? Don't worry about who parent I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sitting in my son's class, like looking at these kids, how they was just. I'm like, what? It was like I wasn't there. You know. Now y'all remember how back in the day, when a parent would come to the classroom, you know what I'm saying? Most kids would be on their best behavior because they didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know if you knew their parent and you would tell it or whatever, but it ain't none of that no more. It ain't none of that no more whatsoever. Like these kids was just ignoring the teacher, just turned all the way around in the desk. Just it, it was just crazy, man. I'm like, man, don't none of these kids in here got no morals whatsoever. Yes, I used the word morals. No fucking home training whatsoever. Looking at the teacher, sucking their teeth at the teacher and whatnot. I'm like, man, these kids is out of control. Like straight up. But we all know it comes with parenting. So tonight, I want to talk about the problems with y'all badass kids because I realize, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of single mothers out there who are raising these kids on their own. I understand that as a single mother, you're working all the time if you ain't got no OnlyFans account or anything like that. If you ain't working from home on OnlyFans, but you're working all the time. You know what I'm saying? You're busy. So it's hard for y'all to really keep an eye on your kids like that because you're always gone. And you don't have time to be running back and forth to these fucking schools when they're getting in trouble and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I can totally understand. So tonight I just want to talk about how y'all can get these fucking kids in line. Yes, and it involves whooping ass. Indeed, it involves old school whooping ass. Straight up. But to the single mothers out there who I want to talk to the single mothers who are raising boys. I want to talk to the single mothers who got boys for a minute. Let me concentrate on y'all real quick because when boys get a certain age, there ain't a lot that you know a mother can really do with a especially when they become a teen. It ain't a lot that a mother can do with a rebellious teen, especially on her own, especially if she's raising him by herself. If the father ain't involved whatsoever, of course, it's hard as shit. So I want to talk about let me start with the problem first before I get into the solution. That's what we do here on the No Filter Talk Show, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about the problems and then we get into the solutions. So, the single black mothers out there who got boys, one boy, two boy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? With y'all coming up in single parent homes, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, a lot of y'all done gave birth to these kids at a young age, which results in a child trying to raise another child. And what happens is y'all end up becoming more friends than mother and son. Trust me, I'm a prime fucking example. Uh, but a lot of these younger generation, I'm gonna say 30 and down. I wanted to say 35 and under, but 35 is too close to my age. So, but there are some in between 30 35. There's quite a few. But there's irresponsible parents at all fucking ages, to be honest. But I find that, a lot of the parents that's like 30 and under nowadays, it's like y'all don't want to take on the task of raising the child. I'm just saying, like, y'all y'all want kids, but not the responsibility. Uh, uh, you know, but y'all don't want to take on the task of raising the child, which requires y'all teaching, them guidance, with y'all guiding them and disciplining them. You know what I'm saying? It's like after y'all realize, you know what I'm saying, that y'all got the child, that y'all realize that a great part of y'all life, you know what I'm saying, has to be dedicated to raising that child. And a lot of them don't want to do it. I'm I'm just telling I'm just talking what I see, ladies and gentlemen. I see it all day, every day. They just don't want to do it. I mean, let me see where I'm at, my news. See what it is. They realize that they're going to miss out on a lot of things that they want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? They know that they're gonna miss out on a lot of things that they got to do in life because they got a child and the father is nowhere to be around and they have no support system whatsoever to help them. So 9 times out of 10, uh her mother had a baby at an early age and history just repeated itself. You know what I'm saying? I find that, a lot of these young women, they want to grow up too fast. I'm just telling it like it is, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know how that's how it is. They want to grow up too fast, and then they think that engaging and engaging in sex and drugs, and they think that that makes them an adult. Yeah, they act first and think later. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of women saying that they wish that they can go back to being a child. If so, a lot of things would be different. I hear a lot of women say that. So in the end, what it does, it results in our young black male youth being raised mainly by these fucking streets. That's what it that's what it comes to. They end up being raised by the streets and partially by the school system. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of mothers actually get happy, actually get happy when the school season is starting back up. Not because of their child receiving an education, but because they're about to get a break. I mean, don't get me wrong. A break is good from your kids, but still, a lot of y'all are happy because you get to push the responsibility off on the teachers. Come on now, let's just keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just keep it real. They happy because they pushing the responsibility off on the teachers and the school faculty. Yeah, that's how that's how they look at it. Hey, I'm about to get a good old break for my child. I can't wait for them to go back to school. Oh my god, they here all summer. They eating too much. Yeah, that's another thing I heard a woman say. Yeah, oh man, it's gonna save me so much money. They eating me out of house at home, and I ain't got to feed them all day. I mean, true. I mean, I ain't mad at y'all on that though. But you know, there are, you know what I'm saying, there are quite a few young women out here with multiple kids by multiple men. And these kids are growing up with no morals. No morals whatsoever. Yes, I will be using the word morals quite frequently tonight. Now, what this is doing to today's young black youth, first it causes the young black male to grow up disrespecting his own mother and other females in general. You know, that's what's happening. I know women out here that are actually scared of their sons. Straight up. I know women out here that are actually afraid of their sons. You know, I have seen a woman completely depleted, defeated by her own son to the point where she's she's sitting there talking like she's talking out loud, but she's really talking to herself, and she's just looking off in space, like talking to herself, like you know, trying to figure out how what to do with her son that just don't want to fucking listen. And the solution that she came up with. She said, "You know what? I'm gonna just stop feeding them. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop feeding them. When he get hungry, he'll listen." I'm like, damn, you got to stop feeding your son in order to get him to listen. You know, well, I didn't say that, but that's what that's what I'm sitting there thinking. Like, man, like y'all don't understand this woman. Like the look in her face, like she was completely defeated. You could tell everything in her was just. She's just like, it ain't it ain't nothing I can do. She had totally given up. He won because that was his ultimate goal to be able to do, even though he was doing everything any goddamn way. But now he have no resistance, none. You got young boys out here that's actually raising their hands up to their moms. You got the mothers out here that's actually fist fighting with their daughters. Like, come on. Oh my God. But like I said, they'll be disrespectful to their mom. They'll be disrespectful to women in general. Then as he grows up, being raised by the streets, he's gonna most likely what? Want to involve himself into what's going on into the streets, mainly fucking drugs. And we all know that where there are drugs, violence is right around the corner. Yeah. Then slowly but surely, they become more interested in the streets than the school system because the streets is where they're making their money at. You know what I'm saying? Some of them stay in school just to sell drugs in school. I ain't gonna lie, I did it. I was misguided. Straight up. I myself am living proof of the situation that I am describing. I grew up in a single parent home. Uh, 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 and I think, and as I think back, I realized that the older I got, the more, you know what I'm saying, my mom seemed to become more like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? She just became lame to me. Like I ain't really want. I'm like, "Won't you tell me what to do?" You know what I'm saying? Like we get rebellious. I started to get rebellious. You know what I'm saying? I became drawn to the streets and my friends more than anything else. Mhm. You see, in elementary school, I got teased and shit, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of my clothes was hand-me-downs and shit from my older brother, you know what I'm saying, and the shoes that I had on my feet, they, you know what I'm saying, they was far from name brand, you know what I mean? So, I I got teased and shit, so as I got older, you know what I'm saying, my mindset became I gotta fit in by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't help that I was surrounded by other boys who were just as misguided as I was. You know what I'm saying? They ain't know no better than me. You know what I'm saying? And seeing these older guys with pockets full of money, nice clothes, shoes, jewelry, etc., that shit had me thinking that okay, that's where it's at. This is the way to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know what I'm saying? That's how you become the man. You know what I'm saying? I was striving to fit in and be accepted by those who were popular at that time anyway. You know what I'm saying? However, while being heavily involved in the drug game, I did, however, one thing about me, I did have a work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I did keep a little job, you know, because I wanted to make money by any means, you know. But as I got older, you know what I'm saying, my behavior, my attitude became more out of control. You know what I'm saying? And it came to a point where my mother couldn't control me at all. She couldn't control me at all. The beatings ain't hurt no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there, I I would laugh at that shit after she when she went out the room. You know what I'm saying? So I found myself getting into all types of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting, robbing motherfuckers, collecting, trading guns, gambling, running women, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? That path that I was on, we all know where it leads to those two places. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely was on the road to self fucking destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think no, let me rephrase that. That's why I know that growing up without the guidance of a strong black male, whether it being my biological father, whether it being a stepdad, you know what I'm saying, an uncle, you know what I'm saying, without having that, it allowed me to act out without the fear of consequences. And that's what a lot of these young boys is out here doing. They're acting out without the fear of consequence because there's no resistance to what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I got my ass tore up on, you know what I'm saying? I got my ass tore up on several occasions. Indeed, I did. But, you know what I'm saying? But it was from my mom. So, I didn't really fear my mom, which allowed me to keep on doing what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? You see, nowadays, these kids, they not instilled with fear. They ain't scared of their parents. And I'm not talking about the type of fear of them afraid to be around you because they're afraid that, you know what I'm saying, like because you're abusive, like they're afraid of just being around you because you're gonna do something to them or some shit like that. No, uh 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 the fear of consequence. Y'all don't strike the fear of consequence in y'all kids. Let's just keep it real. Y'all don't. I'm talking to the I'm gonna say 32 and under. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go right in the middle. I wanted to say 35, but I took it down to 30, but now I'm gonna take it right in the middle. I'm gonna say 32 and under. Y'all 32 and under parents? Yeah. Y'all don't strike the fear of consequence in y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the kind of fear of them getting their ass busted straight up, like getting their ass whooped good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make them think before they do something stupid. Now, you see, as a father, I realize that young boys are going to find trouble to get into. Ladies, boys, your sons are going to find trouble to get into. All right. So that's an area that we can't really avoid unless you got a little punk. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like they're young, they're not fully mature. You know what I'm saying? They're getting older, especially boys that their testosterone is starting to fire. It's hard for them to sit still in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got all this energy. They just you have to know how to direct that energy. That's what I told my son's teachers out at this school. I told them, I said, with these young black boys that y'all are teaching out here, y'all have to learn how to direct their energy. I said, boys learn better when they're up and doing stuff. It is very hard for these boys to sit still in y'all female based environment because that's what school is. School is a female based environment. 97% of school teachers, I ain't say faculty, I said school teachers are white. 92% of those white school teachers are female. So it is safe to say that school is a female based environment. So we got our young black boys in these white female based environments. I'm not trying to sound racist or anything. Well, black folks, we already so we can't be racist. I ain't trying to sound prejudiced or no shit like that. I'm just giving the numbers. I'm just giving the numbers. So yeah, it's safe to say that we are sending our young black boys in a white female based environment and expecting them to do excellent. I've come to the realization that it's not going to happen. Number one, those white teachers are from a different side of the tracks than us, and I told them that too. Everything I'm sitting here telling y'all right now, yeah, I told those, yeah, I ain't afraid of them motherfuckers. Listen, they know about me. They like, okay, we can't get over on his son. We're gonna have to try one of the other little kids because he's a responsible black father. He cares about his son. You know what I'm saying? He's in PTA and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? They know they can't mess with mine. But yeah, I told them, I said, y'all are from a different side of the tracks than us. I said, y'all don't fully understand these young black kids that y'all are teaching. I said, y'all might think that you do because you've seen a couple of movies, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to what's going on in these urban areas. I said, but none of y'all has actually lived that life. You know what I'm saying? I told my boss one that shit, the same shit one day too. I'm like, yeah, y'all have never lived that life. Y'all seen it on TV. So until you actually experience it, you have no idea what it's like. Some of these kids coming to school, they hungry. They ain't had no damn breakfast. Lucky they got breakfast in school. They already got a damn attitude. They being teased. A lot of these young boys being teased because they ain't got no damn haircut. Their mama ain't got no money to get their hair cut and shit. They being teased about their clothes and you know what I'm saying. So of course you're gonna have a lot of troubled kids. Well, like I said, I have come to the realization that boys they're going to get into shit. You know what I'm saying? That's an area that we can't avoid. Single black mothers raising boys, that's an area that you cannot avoid. Like I said, they're young, their testosterone is firing, they you know what I'm saying, they're starting to poke their chest out, they're starting to talk back to you, and then you know what I'm saying, they're getting little attitudes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you gotta look forward to them doing stupid shit. You gotta look forward to them making mistakes. That's just inevitable. However, if the mistakes that they make are repetitive, You know what I'm saying? Meaning that they keep doing the same thing. Then that means that your disciplinary action wasn't good enough. You got to switch it up. Take off that belt and take it. Put the water on the end of that motherfucker. Ah! Ah! I got a lot of strength from up. Whoo! I'm trying to listen. This might sound like child abuse, but my mama, she y'all remember those curly telephone wires? Y'all remember? Well, okay, damn. Well, individuals in my age group, y'all remember the curly wires from the phone? They used to stretch all the way across the motherfucking room that your mom used to walk all the way across the room so she could still fix the damn table and shit while she was on the phone. That long ass curly cord hooked to the phone. Yeah, she would take that motherfucker off, right? I'm gonna tell you how we got it. Me and my brother, we got our ass whipped one day because we was out on the porch doing some stupid shit. It was raining. We were out on the porch, and y'all know how they got the roof that's slanted over top of the porch. Well, the rain was running off the roof. We standing we standing under the roof where the water dripping at, with our mouths open, drinking the goddamn water and drinking the dirty rainwater coming from off the roof. And my mom caught us doing that. She sent us upstairs. We already knew it was coming. That is the worst feeling on earth, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that you gonna get it. Ah, that is the worst feeling ever, knowing that you gonna get it. Like, come on, can we just hurry up, get it over with? No, no. She make you ponder. You know what I'm saying? She make you forget. You know what I'm saying? She let she had us up in that motherfucking room for about 40 minutes before she came in there and whooped her ass. We forgot we was in trouble. We up there playing and shit. We up there wrestling on the bed and shit. And I had my back towards the door. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden, my brother's face was just the life, all the life in his face just went away. Like, and I knew what was about to happen. I had my back turned. I knew she was coming by the look on my brother's face. So all I did was close my eyes because, like I said, I knew it was coming. Soon as I closed my eyes and clenched my teeth, wow, right across my damn back. Yes, she was up there with the curly cord, the curly phone cord, whooping our ass. She was in that motherfucker. Man, she looked like she was fly fishing. She was up there like, ah, ah, like she was tricking us because we, you know. Anyway, yeah, she whooped our ass for drinking dirty rainwater. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Well, okay. Okay, well, all right, let me get back to my notes. See, bottom line, ladies, young males need to be shown hard love. Straight up. When you raise somebody's self, they need to be shown hard love. Meaning that it needs to be a balance of them knowing that you love and care for them with everything in you, but also knowing that I'll fuck you up real quick. Straight up. Put their ass in line quick. That's how I got to be. It got to be that balance. Yeah, you can love it. Yeah, oh, you my boy. Come here, boy. I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. As soon as you do know what the fuck is wrong with you? Back, ladies, elbows. Listen, ladies, y'all not as physically strong as us men. So y'all got to use what y'all got to listen, y'all got to go for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? You got to go for the jugular. You got to handle that. You know what I'm saying? Now you no fist. No fist. You gonna mess up your pretty knuckles. You gonna mess up your pretty nails and all that shit. No fist, ladies. Elbows and knees. Be doing that. Do that Tai Chi shit on elbows and knees. That my tie. That's all you need to do. Straight up, elbows and knees, or to pick up whoop that ass. Okay. All right. Okay. Back to what I was saying. But like I said, there needs to be a balance, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, there needs to be a balance. Okay. Uh, you see, I think a lot of grown men today would agree with me when I say that having a father figure in their life or just a strong male role model being, you know what I'm saying, being there to guide them from a young boy to a grown man, I think that a lot of them will tell you that they are really thankful for that. Straight up. Every young man wants their father in their life, whether they want to admit it or not. Every young man wants their father in their life. You know what I'm saying? Um, I didn't have that. You know what I mean? I mean, me and my pops, we cool, we tight in the motherfucker now, but you know what I'm saying? He was young when he had me. So y'all know how that go. But but I would have loved to have my father there. You know what I'm saying? Guiding me in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Correcting me when I was wrong and you know what I'm saying, having those boy meets world conversations, you know what I'm saying? It's not fun learning all that shit on your own. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was smart enough to learn from my own mistakes. However, and every chance I got, I was sitting, you know what I'm saying, conversate with elders and old heads, you know what I'm saying, as you know, to soak up all the knowledge that they had. You know what I'm saying? I was always trying to take that information and use it to maneuver more wisely in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know that having more positive role models out here will definitely show our young black male youth that there are many positive ways to make it. You know what I'm saying? We need to teach them that there's more to life than the fucking trap game. And you know, I don't think that the only ones that we as men must teach is our own sons, but we must also teach any young black male youth that is in the need of guidance, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel every black man should be responsible for interacting with another young black male's life other than his own son. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about a few solutions that you ladies can do with these badass boys. I mean, like I said, I understand y'all doing it by yourself, y'all working, y'all doing this, y'all doing that. You ain't got time to be running back and forth to school and, talking to these teachers and this and that. So, you know, for the parents out there, for the 32 and under who don't who think that trying to negotiate with your damn kids is is the best way to do it. No, no. For y'all who don't believe in for the parents who don't believe in beatings. Okay, for the parents who don't believe in beatings. You don't want to tear your kid ass up? Okay, cool. Well then, you don't want to tear their ass up. The first thing you do, what do y'all do? Y'all take shit from them. Y'all take their game, y'all take their social media, y'all take their phone, y'all take this, y'all take that, y'all might take their TV, etc., etc. And then when they all punishment, you give it all back, they do the same damn shit again. Listen, you don't want to whoop their ass, then you punish them with education and work. In other words, ladies, you got a son that stay getting in trouble. This is what you do. You don't want to whoop his ass. Take his ass to the local black barber shop. Take his ass to the local black barber shop. Go in there, speak with the owner and the other barbers. Explain to him your situation. Say, hey, listen, uh, I'm a single black mother. His dad is, you know, wherever. My son really don't have no male guidance. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he's getting into trouble, into school and whatnot. Do y'all have any extra work that y'all need done around here that he can do? Do y'all need him to sweep up the shop for y'all? Do y'all need him to sweep up the parking lot? Do y'all need, you know what I'm saying? Can y'all put him to work? Can y'all punish him by putting him to work? And while doing that, of course, those barbers are going to be talking to that young man about his actions. So he's getting punished and he's getting that guidance also. That's like, it's like a double whammy right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what real men are gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I had a barbershop. I was a barbershop owner. And yes, if any mother would have did something like that, would have brought their son in there, like, listen, you know what I'm saying? You got any extra work? Like I want him to do some community service, like you want him to wash your windows, you want him to clean up your shop, you want him, sweep up your parking lot, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, because we looking at it like, okay, yeah. Now I get some free labor of this little motherfucker cleaning up my shop, but I'm gonna also drop some knowledge on him. So he's being punished and he's getting the knowledge dropped on him. That's one way of, punishing your son if you don't want to whoop his ass. You have to, ladies, you have to find some type of male role model. You have to put some type of male role model in front of your sons. Straight up. My queen was talking about this the other day when she said, take him to a car lot. Take him to a black owned car lot. Go talk to the car lot owner. You need somebody to wash these cars. They already clean. Well, he'll wash them again. You need them vacuum all of them. Yeah, put his ass to work out there in that hot ass sun washing them cars. Straight up, like if you don't want to whoop his ass, then y'all punish them with education and work. You know what I'm saying? That way, they're learning a trade. Who knows? While he's at that damn barber shop, they might teach him to cut hair. They might teach him a trade. So I think that's a good idea. For mothers out here who are raising boys who got an attitude, who like putting their hands, who got hand problems, who like trying to like bullying and beating up other kids, or just like, or they quick to snap if somebody mess with them, they quick to put their hands on them. Take his ass to the boxing gym. Take his ass to the boxing gym. You got to learn how to control his anger. You got to learn how to channel. You got to learn how to channel that shit. You're like, okay, my son's got an attitude problem. My son likes to fight. He likes to take his ass to the boxing gym. Talk to the boxing coaches, explain to him, listen, he's getting in trouble in school for putting his hands on people and shit like that. And that's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was out in the streets knocking motherfuckers out. He was a troubled kid. They put his ass in that damn ring, and look, became a fucking champion, a millionaire. You got a troubled teen that likes to put his hands on kids and shit, that likes to fight. Take his ass to MMA. Take him to the boxing gym. Take the either or. Take him somewhere where there's a take him, put him in a contact sport. Straight up. Put them in a damn contact sport. You got to learn how to channel that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sending our boys to an all-white female-based environment and expecting them to be perfect or expecting them to do excellent. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to, like I said, unless you got a little chump, it ain't going to happen. Well, you got a boy, you got all boy, it ain't happening. They can't sit still long enough. I couldn't sit still long enough. I explained that to my son. I said, son, I understand what you're going through. I totally understand. I said, it's boring. You got to sit still for a fucking hour. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you get the moving your legs and all that. You get the doing this, beating on the desk and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I said, son, I understand. I said, but they got us locked in box. You ain't really got no choice. I said, you got to fight through it. And what we as parents, the responsible parents out here, what we need to do is we need to start getting more involved with these fucking schools. Straight up. We need to start getting more involved in schools. I even told the teachers out there, I said, y'all need to make these parents start getting more involved. I said, Y'all got to start being zero tolerance with these little bad little fuckers. Well, I ain't say fuckers, but I said y'all got to start being zero tolerance. I just send them out. Send them out of your classroom. Tell you can't come back to my class until you bring your mom or dad. Straight up. Because there are a lot of parents out here that don't want to deal with their kids like that. They don't want to be involved with their kids' school. They don't want to be involved with no type of extracurricular activities for their kids. You know what I'm saying? But they quick to go out to the school and try to cuss the teacher out. If they child come home and say, Miss Miss Miller yelled at me or something like that. You ready to go out there and cuss the whole damn staff out, but you ain't involved in nothing that your child got going on in school. Get the hell up out of here, man. Get your irresponsible ass up out of here. We need to start being more involved with these schools. Y'all sending y'all kids to these schools. Y'all don't know what the hell is going on until they're suspended. Y'all don't know what's going on until they're suspended. Straight up. And it's crazy, man. When I was in my son's classroom, seeing how those kids were acting, I'm like, ain't none of them got daddies. Ain't none of them got daddies. One little boy, he just refused to answer the teacher whatsoever. He just from the moment, first of all, he came to class late. I was already in the class maybe 10 minutes, and then he come walking in, big ass goddamn boy. I said, okay, first of all, you don't belong here. You is too goddamn big to be in this damn class. You've been held back a couple times. This boy was big as hell. This boy was damn near looking me in my face. You know what I'm saying? This 13-year-old boy. Well, I'm not even sure he was 13. He might have been about 15. Straight up, this boy, it was a big ass boy. He had a mustache. Yes, he had a mustache. His beard, his goatee was coming in. You don't belong here. You've been held back a couple times. You got an attitude. And I see why your ass been held back a couple times, because you ain't trying to answer nothing that this man is asking you. Whatsoever. I want it so bad to be like, come here, son. Come outside the class. Let me talk with you. I want it so bad to pull him out of class and talk to him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up with you, man? What's up, man? Stop embarrassing us. Stop embarrassing us, black folk. Act like you got some goddamn sense. Straight up, man. Listen, I be so wanting to be a fucking guidance counselor. Like, man, we need to get more involved with our kids in these fucking schools, ladies and gentlemen. Pop up on your kids sometimes. Damn. Show them that you give a damn. Straight up. Y'all can't control your goddamn kids. Several young ass parents can't seem to control your goddamn kids. I mean, how you have kids that can't control them? I don't understand. But solutions, like I said, take his ass to the barbershop, take him to the car lot, take him to the boxing gym if he got an attitude and he like to put his hands on people. Ladies, the same things with y'all daughters. Y'all having issues with y'all daughters? Take their ass to the local black restaurant. Hey, do y'all need some community service back there in the kitchen? Y'all need somebody to do them dishes. You know what I'm saying? And while she's there, she can learn how to cook different shit. Since you're a single parent and you ain't really got time to teach her because you're always working, take her ass to the local black restaurant. Explain to the owner, hey, I'm having problems with my daughter. I want her to do some community service, some free work in your restaurant. Do you mind having her sweep up, having her do this? Take her ass to the local beauty salon. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the owner of the beauty salon. Say, hey, I'm having problems with my daughter. Do you have some community service around here for her to do? Can she clean up hair? Can she sweep up? Can she clean your utensils for you? Can she, do your laundry around here? You know what I'm saying? And who knows, the beauty shop owner I'll probably start teaching. Of course, she's gonna talk to her about her ways, and she'll probably end up teaching her. She'll probably end up learning how to do hair while she's there. In other words, a lot of these kids, to be honest, I got to keep it 100. You know, and I got to put myself out there too because I was one of these parents. A lot of these kids are acting out and doing and getting away with all this shit simply because a lot of parents aren't involved with their kids. Straight up. That be their way of asking for fucking attention. You'll be surprised, like the more involved that you are with your kids, the more interactive that you are, the more shit you do with them, the less trouble that they get themselves into. Let me repeat what I just said. The more you interact with your kids, the more shit that you do with them, the more time that you spend with them, the less trouble that they will get into. That's a fucking fact. A lot of them are getting in trouble because y'all not involved with them. Y'all not involved with them as much as you should be. As much as you should be. So, like I said, those are some solutions for the parents out there who don't want to whoop their kids' ass. Because I know a lot of you 32 and under parents, y'all don't like to whoop ass. Y'all want to negotiate. Y'all want to make deals. You ain't gonna get no respect like that. By the time your child is 15, 16, they ain't respecting you. It ain't no more deal my ass. I'm gonna do what I want to do. It ain't no more deal, ain't no more negotiation. Y'all don't instill the fear of consequences and repercussions into y'all children. I know y'all don't like it. But seriously, that's what you got to do. If you don't want to whoop their ass, you got to direct that energy somewhere else. So I'm gonna go over it one more time before I get out of here. Single mothers who's raising boys by themselves. If you got boys, some solutions. If you don't want to whoop their ass, take them to the barbershop. Talk to the barbershop owners. See if they can do some community service at the barbershop. While there, of course, the barbers are going to drop knowledge on them and tell the boy about his arrogant ways, and he'll probably learn a trade. He'll probably learn how to cut hair. Take his ass to the car lot. You know what I'm saying? Have his ass out there washing cars at the goddamn car lot. You know, he'll learn how to detail cars. You got a son that likes putting his hands on people that's got an attitude that's like to strike out and all that shit. Take his ass to a MMA or a boxing gym. Straight up, let him take his frustrations and his angers out there. They can put on headgear and he can punch motherfuckers all day long. But guess what? They're gonna punch his ass back, and then he gonna see what it's like to get bullied back. So that's a lesson within itself. Yeah, you got a child, you got a son that think he's a bully, he thinks he's a bully. Take him to the MMA or the boxing gym. That's what you do. Say now here's boys here. All these boys they your size. Go ahead, beat up on them. You know what I'm saying? They'll teach him how to channel his anger. He can take his frustration out on the heavy bag or on the punching mitts with the coach while the coach talk to him. While he gives them that guidance. You know, mothers who are having problems with their daughters, take her little ass to a restaurant. Have her do some community service at your local black restaurant. She can learn how to cook different things. She can learn how to cater, etc., etc. She getting she getting a culinary trade under her belt. Take her to a beauty shop. Let her do some community service there. If she can sweep up hair, she can learn to do hair, and she can get the knowledge from all the ladies that's in the shop talking to her about her ways. That's what you got to do if you don't want to whoop their ass. But I'm from the old school. I whoops ass. That's right. And I use this voice when I'm whooping ass. And I tell your ass, yeah, see, you made me do it. You made me do it. This ass whooping is because of you. Nobody else but you. I ain't do it. You did it. But I'm now I'm about to whoop your ass. That's the voice I use. And I'm whooping ass. Nah, but seriously, ladies and gentlemen, at the bottom line, these boys out here, they need a positive male role model in their life. Those are just some ways to help y'all out. Those are just a few tips to help y'all out. For those, like I said, for those parents who don't like to whoop their kids' ass. But I want to say this before I get out of here. Parents, at the end of the day, we we do what we got to do for our kids. As long as I look at it like this, as long as I know that I did everything that I was supposed to do for my children, I guided them the right way. I gave them the best life that I was capable of giving them within the means of, you know what I'm saying, my financial situation. I got their back, whether they're wrong or right. You know, as long as we do what we're supposed to do, as long as we teach them morals, as long as we teach them right, then when they're out and on their own, any mistakes that they make, any bonehead decisions that they choose to make, we can feel comfortable as parents knowing that they made that mistake, but they didn't make that mistake not knowing any better because we taught them better. And that's how I look at it. Long as I know that I've taught my kids better, long as I know that I've taught them everything that they need to know, or everything within my realm of knowledge, long as I've instilled in them everything or every bit of knowledge that I got in me and every bit of discipline and morals that I got in me, long as I know that I did my job, long as I know that I did my job. If they go out here and fuck their life up, it ain't because they didn't know any better. It's because they just choosing to do dumb shit. And parents, the responsible parents anyway, that's how y'all got to look at it. I'm gonna leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. For those who did tune in, I thank y'all. It's always when you're dropping knowledge and you're trying to help people, you don't get many viewers. But if I was sitting here talking about how Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock, we, have a full fucking lobby up in this motherfucker. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your boy Verazar. Thank y'all for tuning in to the No Filter Talk Show. Y'all stay tuned because I stay talking shit.